Yo, what's good, man? I feel like this shit's a little high, right? What's good, y'all? Yeah, happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's good, Elijah? How y'all doing, man? Yes, sirski. All right, let me post this motherfucker real quick. How's everybody, man? Y'all ready for the weekend? Are we turning up for the weekend? What's everybody doing, man? What y'all doing for the weekend, man? We're actually gonna go out this weekend again. Low key. Something light though, something light, nothing crazy. Let me know what y'all got planned for the weekend, man. Happy Friday, Mom. Happy Friday. You guys gotta rest. We're gonna go out. Oh man, let's get into it, baby. Yeah. Oh man, what a night of basketball last night, huh? What a night of basketball last night. If y'all watched, y'all caught any of the games last night, all the stars was going crazy. It was bananas, man. It was bananas. It was great. It was great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. He said date, then my hair and studying. A lot, my university is switching me to a new plane. Wait, hold on. Why are you doing the hair after the date? Am I off? Have I been out the game so long? Why are you doing your hair after? Shouldn't you do it before the date? Or is this somebody that you've been seeing? I got some questions and you gonna have some answers, buddy. I don't give a fuck about no Laker game. Now I'm curious. Man, who cares if Steph had 56? I got some questions for you, Big Eli. Bro, we gonna do a deep dive. Oh shit. That's funny, man. That's funny. Man, I hope y'all have some fun. I hope y'all have some fun. It was my buddy's birthday on Wednesday. So we celebrated with him last weekend, and then we're gonna go hang out with him again today. Him and his family. I love them. They're great. They really are. And then tomorrow, I believe it's tomorrow. But tomorrow we have an Eric Bellinger concert. If you've never heard or listened to Eric Bellinger, I suggest you go check him out. I do prefer his older music. I think his older music is a little bit better, but he's really, really good. He's written for a lot of artists like Chris Brown and whatnot. So if you haven't, go check him out. Yeah, it's my bro's birthday. Yeah, my buddy's birthday. So he's yes, happy birthday to him. Now I have to untwist and wash, comb, then twist back. Oh, I see. Well, what y'all got planned for the date? You guys gonna go eat? You guys gonna go to like the movies? You guys gonna go do an activity? What's the vibes? Because I always say too, right? If you're gonna bring someone new into something that you really like, you gotta really like them back. like if you're I don't know, if you like activities or whatnot, and then you bring them into something that you really love to do, that's sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it's a risk. So, but if you really fuck with them, then go for it. But hey, what do I know? I've been out the game for a minute, so I've been out that game for a minute now, so I don't even know what's going on in the world. Vintage shop, then jazz. Wait, hold on. That sounds like a whole vibe. You must really like this girl. you must really like them. That's a whole vibe. She may say some wild. Wait, hold on. But a vintage shop, then jazz slash R&B speakeasy? Come on. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. Can I come too? Hey, can I come too? I love vintage stuff. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about no Steph dropping 56. I'm trying to go with you, Elijah. What the hell? What? A vintage shop, then a what? That's a vibe. Y'all better go eat. Slide. Oh man, he do the same move. How he score 40,000. I feel like you got like a first date. Would you bring a first date to a basketball game? I'm trying to think. Would you bring a first date to a basketball game? If like I'm maybe if like you met her through the gym or through sports, maybe you take her to like a first date to a basketball game. I feel like you'd have to really like temp check that. I feel like you'd have to really like temp check, cause that's like she might just not even be interested, and then you just fucking spent $300 for no reason. Like y'all could have just went and had some food, and like you know what I'm saying. We saw T.I. perform with an orchestra on Valentine. Wait. T.I. as in like tip? Like Atlanta? Wait. T.I.P.? Like, is that who we talking? We talking about the same person? With an orchestra? That's fire. What the fuck? Wait, let me find out how many episodes in that Elijah's the love guru over here. What the fuck is going on? What the hell? That's fire. That's fire. No, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. I'm planning our anniversary later this year. I'm gonna have to hit you on the side, buddy. I'm gonna have to hit you on the side for some ideas. Holy shit. Nah, but I think I got it planned out low key. She can't know, obviously. She can't know. But all right, enough yapping out of me. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Jayson Estrera show, where we talk about basketball and Elijah's love life as accurate as possible. Now, today, like I said, all of the stars were going crazy last night. We had 56 from Steph, like 33 and 17 from LeBron. Just everyone was going crazy. Paolo Banchero on the other side of Steph had like, let me see how many he had. Like, Buddy was going crazy. Everyone was going absolutely bonkers last night. He had 13 in the fourth quarter alone. We're gonna get into that. But he had 41. I mean, everyone was going off. Everyone was going off. It was great to watch. It was really, really great to watch. We are gonna get into some topics, right? We're gonna get into the games today, but we will also talk a little bit more about Zion Williamson and what his future looking like. But let's see. Yeah, that job was crazy. I bet it was. That sounds like a vibe. Plus T.I., the performer now compared to back then, that shit was probably fucking fire. But where are we gonna? Where are we starting over here? Let me see what we got. You know what? Fuck it. Let's start at the Warriors Magic game. I was in there talking about 24 is this, 24 is that. I got you, Jason. I'm glad. Salute. Salute. Now, I'll be honest with you. I was watching this Warriors game, and they barely won. They barely won. Steph had 56. He shot the lights out. 16 for 25 from the field. This is, I mean, if you're the other team, this is disgusting. He's 12 of 19 from 3. Like, listen. Maybe I'm just really getting old for real. But at some point, I'm clotheslining you on a 3. I swear on everything I love, if you like 8 for 10, you are getting rocked on that next 3-point shot. They could call it technical. I don't care. You're getting dropped. There's no way you're just going to step into some of these threes. There's just no way. And granted, towards the end of the game, he started hitting some really crazy ones. But, you know, for him to have shot that well, and they won by 6 points, I think should tell you a lot about the Orlando Magic. Because when I was looking at the defensive rating stats, right? Because obviously the Orlando Magic at one point was 2nd and 3rd in the East, and they have dropped all the way to 7th, you know, because they've lost their star players, right? They're still 3rd in defensive rating in the NBA. Through all of that, they're still 3rd. Meaning their defense as a team, their concepts, their schemes, all of that is really solid with their squad. In defense, you could put someone else in there and they'll know what to do, right? They try to do the right thing consistently. Even with the wins and losses, they make it tough. And if you look at the stats for the rest of the guys, right? Outside of Steph Curry and Quentin Post, right? Outside of those two guys, everyone struggled shooting the ball. And I think that's a testament to the Orlando Magic and their defense. Obviously, Steph is Steph, right? Steph Curry is going to do Steph Curry shit. But everyone else was slowed down. And I think this is the important thing for the Golden State Warriors, right? Because obviously Draymond said that they are going to win an NBA championship. We talk about win conditions all the time here on the show, right? The Warriors were able to win a game with Steph going off and Jimmy having 5 points. Right? The rest of the team, like I just said, struggled. And they were still able to pull that win off against a gritty team with a young guy that was also going. I mean, Paolo was 41 points. 41. 16 of 27 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 5 of 8 from the line. 27 from Franz Wagner. So to be able to win a game like that, I think goes a very long way for the Golden State Warriors. Now, I'm not saying that the Orlando Magic are title contenders, right? But to win games under different circumstances, I think goes a long way, because we've also seen the Warriors lose games with Curry going off, right? And I had questions about this team with Jimmy Butler. I was very vocal about that, right? But I've really thought about it, and granted, it's a small sample size, but Jimmy Butler was able to damn near by himself bring the Miami Heat to the NBA championship, not once, but twice. And I know I've given him a lot of shit, and I think a lot of it is deserved. But he did that twice with no other top 10 player on the roster. Hell, throughout the regular season, Jimmy Butler himself it might not even be a top 10 player in those years. He probably was, but you could probably debate it. Obviously, playoff Jimmy is a whole nother story, but I think that shows you Jimmy Butler's ability to win games. And when you add that to Steph Curry and Draymond Green's experience, right? 4-time NBA champions, right? That goes a long way. And do I think they're title contenders still? No. No. But they're 7th in the West right now, right? 32-27. They're 7th right now in the West. And they would be a tough out. Like realistically, they are a tough out for anybody. Because, like I said, you have Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green who know how to win basketball games. By the way, have you guys noticed Draymond Green looks energized lately? I don't know if it's because the Jimmy Butler trade, or he's trying to back up what he said the other day. But, you know, Draymond has been looking very solid. I mean, 12, 10, and 4 with a steal. I'm trying to look at his past games recently. Let's see. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, last 5 games. Okay. So, like I said, last game 12, 10, and 4. The game before that, he had 15, 6, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, 13, 4, 6, 2 steals. You know, he's been doing his thing. Yeah, he said that early. I remember that. He said that early, but it's kind of died down. And obviously with Wemby being out now, that's something we haven't even talked about actually, is the defensive player of the year is now wide open. You know, and to your point, Elijah, he wants to get back in the defensive player of the year talks. Anthony Davis is now missing games. Chet Holmgren has missed a lot of games. Like, Dre could potentially sneak in and steal one, low key. Like, he could potentially sneak in. He's not averaging a lot of rebounds for the year, and I think that could hurt him. But, you know, it's open this year, right? It really is open this year. So that's something we'll have to monitor. But moving forward, I think the Warriors will be a tough team to take out. You know, because I think you're going to have games where Jimmy could take over. And the other thing that I actually... The other thing I missed by them getting Jimmy Butler is I've been critical with Steph Curry in game closing situations. And I know he had obviously the Olympics and he's had game winners before. But even during their run, because they were blowing teams out so much, he didn't have the opportunity to play so many close games and be in those positions. He's obviously gotten better at it now, and I think especially since Kevin Durant left, his isolation game, his tough shot making ability has gotten a lot better. And so he's much better in these game-winning situations. But so is Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy doesn't rely on 3-point shots to get game-winning buckets or clutch shots. He can get to the rim. He gets to the midi, floaters. He has so many different tools. And so we'll see how they're able to kind of navigate those games, those tight games when they come up. I hope a Dyson Daniels gets it. Not sure how he's been lately, but he was having a good year. He really was. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he lost a little bit of steam when Jalen Brunson started frying him. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like he started losing a little bit of steam. There was a time when Jalen Brunson started frying his shit. He's still number one by a landslide in steals, 3.1 a game. But yeah, there was like a 2-game, 2 consecutive games for the Knicks where I remember Jalen Brunson was going at him and talking shit and just bodying him. And I feel like ever since then it's gotten a little quiet in defensive player of the year conversations with his name. But I have to think about that. I have to think about what this defensive player of the year thing is gonna look like. Shea is averaging 32 a game. Shit, 32.4 is crazy. I didn't even know that. I thought he was still at 30. Sheesh. God damn. That's crazy. I wasn't even expecting that. I'm kind of mind blown. Let's see what else we got here. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Nuggets game, because I've given the Milwaukee Bucks a lot of shit. I've given them a lot of shit. But they look solid right now. And the thing about the Bucks is Giannis. Giannis is the great equalizer, right? He can cancel out a lot of mistakes and cover a lot of mistakes that teams make. And so I'm curious as to how they'll look in the playoffs, because obviously I don't have faith in Doc Rivers coaching in the playoffs. But, excuse me, between Jokic and Giannis, those are the two most dominant forces that we have in the NBA. Giannis literally walks to 30. like he literally walks to 30 points. And then I also, because I was hypercritical of him, right? And I didn't, I want to give people credit. His mid-range has gotten really good. It's gotten really good. And I think a huge part of it is he's obviously worked on his pull-up, right? His left hezzy pull-up, because he can work off of so much with that shot. And it's also obviously, as a right-handed shooter, it's easier to get a shot off when the ball is in your left hand. It's more natural. But I think the other part in it too is he's shooting less turnaround mid-range shots. He's obviously hit some of them and some step backs. But I think the fact that he's kind of gone away from it helps, because just being able to shoot straight up, he doesn't have to change his mechanics a whole lot. He's taller than everyone else is probably what he's realized. Fading away actually kind of takes away some of that height advantage, because he's fading back. The other guy is jumping straight up. It takes some of that advantage that he has away. But if he's just hang dribbling you, waiting for you to react, and then when he pulls it, he was getting it off comfortably on Jokic. And so I got to give him a lot of credit on, one, improving that move, but also making the subtle changes of which shots to take and which shots not to take. I think it's something these guys, the younger generation of players, can really learn from. And we'll get into this a little bit more later, but you don't have to take all of those bop step back shots just because you could take it. just because you can take it doesn't mean you have to actually make that move and take that shot. And that's something that players have to learn, right? I think it's important, right? They use analytics so much. I think they need to go to their analytics guys, right? And start saying, okay, what does my percentage look like when I'm dribbling 3 times right before a shot? 4 times, 5 times. What's my percentage on step backs to the left, step backs to the right? And start minimizing those inefficient shots that you do take. And taking up, if you are going to take more threes, take the ones that you shoot at a really high clip. Don't just take a whole bunch of them just to take, right? And I think that'll go a long way, because if you notice Giannis's game, his game was really simple before, and he's added that to his mid-range, and it's just it's crisp. Like, his game looks really crisp right now. And you know, we love to see guys improve, right? You know, one of the beautiful parts of watching basketball year in and year out and throughout a whole season is seeing guys getting better, seeing, you know, a guy come in and work in the off season and coming in with a slightly different skill set or adding to something. It's really nice to watch, right? And somebody I was super critical of, like I said, in Giannis, improving a lot in that. It's you know, it's awesome. I'm trying to find this. Where the fuck is this, man? Bro, are we serious right now about this? I mean, Jokic, we'll talk about him in a second, but this is...
Both giving maximum efforts, their team showing up. Brown got it from Jokic, takes it. Oh, no!
Wait, yo, you see, he said, when you get dunked on so hard, you don't even know what's happening. He's like, what? He's like, what? I already got embarrassed. Dog, what?
Brown got it from Jokic, takes it.
Oh, no! Give me that. Give me that. Yeah. I love that. That shit got me hyped. What a dunk, dog. What a dunk. Holy shit, that was fire. But you know, a really good game. And I think it's a gritty win for the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Jokic had a Jokic game. And, you know, the two scorers that you're looking to get more out of in Murray and Porter, they were able to kind of slow them down. And so, you know, obviously the Nuggets are still dangerous. I wouldn't want to play these guys in the playoffs. Definitely not in the first round. And so it was a big win for Milwaukee, but we got to see a little bit more moving forward. Kyle Kuzma was 5 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Staying aggressive, right? But I think the real positive part in his game, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. So just being active, goes a really long way. And I think the Bucks are playing like they got a chance to win it. They hold Buddy Hield. They said if he dribbles, he can't shoot. Yo, not for nothing. I'm going to look at it right now. Not for nothing. He has been playing less and less and less. I honestly, I think Gary Payton Jr. as of late has probably been more impactful in their games, whether it's defense, whether it's just, you know, just a lot of little stuff that he does. He's never going to give you 20 points, very rarely. But Gary Payton Jr. is definitely a plus in my book in terms of winning games. So that's funny. That's funny. Let's do this. Let's move on and quickly cover the Lakers. The Lakers Timberwolves game. I don't want to go over this too much because I'll call it like this, right? Anthony Edwards in particular has probably had his worst week in basketball. He's probably had, like, no funny shit, his worst week in basketball. Where is this one? Where is this? I'm trying to find this game. So they obviously lost. What was that, like Friday or Saturday or something, and then lost on Sunday night against, or won on Sunday night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But Anthony Edwards was not a part of that comeback. And as a matter of fact, he didn't play well in the game at all, not by his standards, even though he had 13 rebounds and 8 assists. But he didn't shoot the ball well at all. And wasn't a part of that comeback. And then he gets ejected out of last night's game because he pushes Gabe Vincent, and then he argues and cusses out at the ref, and he gets ejected from the game. Again, right, I said it earlier this year, this is not just a tough year for him, but it's a real key year in his career, right? How he responds to this season will say a lot about who he is as a person, but it'll also say a lot about who he's going to be as a player. And you know, last night's game, they made a run after he got ejected. I would say at least he didn't get, but this week I don't want to jinx. No. We're not even going there. We're not even going there. And again, this is one of those situations, right, where we saw Dallas earlier this season when Luka went out. They started having some good games. We've seen it twice back to back now here for the Minnesota Timberwolves, right, where Anthony Edwards is on the bench and everyone else is making a run. And they're obviously not a better team with Anthony Edwards on the bench, right? That's obviously not the case. But when the guy that has the ball the most, the guy that it's in his hands to make the decisions on the floor. And clearly, right? Because he's gotten a lot of shit for it. And he's gotten a lot of shit this whole year. I don't know if he would admit it, but I think all of this is taking a toll on him mentally. He still jokes in these post-game press conferences, and he's still, from the outside looking in, it still seems like Anthony Edwards. But it's a lot of negativity coming from him. It's a lot of, I know he's taking a lot of the blame for it too, right? But it's been very negative for most of the year. And then we get the All-Star weekend quotes of, oh, he doesn't want to be the face of the league, and now everyone's talking about it. And I told you guys this when that clip came out about him wanting to retire. They're not going to let him sniff an NBA championship. All of these quotes are putting him further and further away. And I would imagine he's probably sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? He probably doesn't even get it right now. Because he's in the middle of the shit. Like, he don't even see what's going on around him. And he's young. But he needs to realize the things that he say matter. It's not, we don't get to just gloss over it, whether he wants to be the face of the league or not. And we could talk about his game all we want, but if he's getting ejected, constant technical fouls from referees where he doesn't even get an opportunity to show it to us because of the shit that he's saying outside of the game, If he doesn't realize that, then it's not going to change. And they'll turn him into Allen Iverson or whatever these players, right? Any one of these players that gets turned on. He'll turn into one of those. And, on the other side, LeBron, like I said, he's just playing like a big. 33 and 17. He's playing like a big. Him and Luka got 30 rebounds together. 30 rebounds and 11 assists together. I mean, they're a problem. Their defense looks a little bit better. But this is also a Timberwolves team that looks compromised to me at the moment, right? They look out of it. They have so much energy when Ant is on the bench. The ball's been dying with him because he's been his energy has just not been the same. It's clearly taken an effect. Now, this is what I really wanted to talk about. This is what I really wanted to talk about. We talk about Weight Watchers. We talk about wait a minute. We talk about Zion Williamson, right? Who got his first triple-double against the Phoenix Suns. And I'll be honest with you, this was fun and exciting, right? But the Phoenix Suns aren't a very good team. They're playing pickup basketball on NBA courts, right? We never see Devin Booker and Kevin Durant playing together, right? We'll never see them in actions together. No pick and rolls, inverted pick and rolls. We don't ever see Devin Booker throwing it into the post and making the defenders make a decision. If you sag, I could slide this way. I could run behind you, we don't see it. We very rarely see them run action together. And it's tough. Like there's no excuse for the Phoenix Suns. We could talk about the Philadelphia 76ers being disappointing, but everyone's been hurt. I don't even know how many games Embiid has missed this year. But for most of the year, the Phoenix Suns have had Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. And the fact that they are not a good team, right? The Phoenix Suns not a good team, right? The Phoenix Suns are not a good basketball team. It just is what it is. All right, we're back. But there was a report earlier this week, right, or last week, that Zion is now 263 pounds or whatever it is, right? 68. It's the lightest he's been since his rookie year. They said he's dropped 20 pounds since the start of the season, right? But here's the thing about Zion. This is not the end of his battle with his weight. He can't come into the year and he's not in this shape until February, March. That's just like that it can't work out like that. He needs to be in this shape come October. That's now the challenge for him, right? He needs to figure out a way to maintain this throughout the offseason so that when he is ramping back up going into training camp, he's only got to lose 5 to 10 pounds. He needs to remember all the steps that he's taken to get to this point, because here is the thing about Zion Williamson. The motherfucker's unguardable. like point blank period. He's unguardable. He's as quick as any guard in the league, damn near. I've seen him muscle up Giannis, Anthony Davis. I've seen him muscle up every big in the league. His touch around the rim is great, and he understands basketball. I think that's the one thing that gets missed. Zion is really good at basketball. I was looking at this game, and it reminded me of the other day when Anthony Edwards was bitching about getting double teamed. And I watched Zion Williamson get double teamed damn near from the tip off to the end of the game and not flinch one time. I had to go look, right? I had to go look. Because remember, there was a thing the other day about Zion is the quickest to however many points, right? Even though it took him fucking 5 years to get to those many games, right? So I went and looked. 205 games for Zion Williamson in the NBA, right? 360 for Anthony Edwards. And Zion Williamson looks more comfortable in double teams and blitzes than Anthony Edwards does. And maybe it's because Zion has been so much bigger and stronger than everyone that we watched him get doubled and triple teamed in high school. He was probably getting doubled and triple teamed in grade school, right? And so maybe that's where it comes from. But like, this guy is really good. I watched him when he came to Detroit. My sister's boyfriend gonna say they don't know he going right every time. I can't stop that. I'll tell you this. First of all, your sister boyfriend don't know what the fuck he watching, because that motherfucker going left. I don't know if your sister's boyfriend is like, all right, but he going left, so he already lost right there. I'm not trusting anything he ever say. Sorry, buddy. He going left, not right. He going left. But like his ability to just read the floor. And like I said, maybe it's because he's had to deal with this his whole life, because he's been bigger, stronger, more athletic than everyone. But there is a massive difference in the way he handles double teams and the way Anthony Edwards handles double teams. Now, the other part in that too is, you gotta help out your players, right? And I wanted to take a look at this because, what's his name? Trey Murphy was 6 of 18 from the field, 5 of 13 from 3. He had 18 points, and he's a solid player in this league, and he hits this, right? But game in and game out, this cannot be the look that they look for. And I'll show a couple other videos as well too, but let's take a look at this, because I have a critique even though it's a make. So Zion's on the left side of the floor, right? He has Devin Booker on him. Trey Murphy, I think, is going to flash right over here, right? They know Zion's trying to go left, right? That's why number 2 is already, he don't even give a fuck about homeboy. he could care less about you right now. And like I said, they make a 3 on this, but I don't think it's a consistent play. And let's let it play out.
Struggling from the field.
Stop it right here. Right? Sets a little pin down for Trey Murphy. Why are we not making this pass? Why is Zion not taking a hard dribble to the left and dumping this down?
Just 31% in this recent stretch.
Why did 17 not just hold? Why? What are we doing? Why don't we make the easy play? This, you hold right here. Zion takes a dribble to the left. cut down from the dunker, you get a dunk every single time. And then what happens when this scenario comes up again? He can't come over all the way now because now this guy is a threat. So now Zion can actually get to his left hand and drive it on a smaller Devin Booker. Those are the consistent plays that they need to be making game in and game out. And where is this? Oh, right here.
To 5 run. How did this team get back in it?
Well, the 3-ball helped us a lot. We've got 27 of them in the air, so we really like that number. We got to keep letting it fly. We're playing with the pass, really playing.
Players get a lot of flack for these 3-point shots. And Kevin Durant had spoken about it in this podcast with Draymond about these are what their coaches want. These are the shots that the coaches want them to take. We can only give the players so much flack. Let's hear what he has to say here.
I mean, I love this era of ball, man, because it's free flowing. It's a lot of space to work. We encourage to shoot more shots, to shoot deep threes. Like, people talk about the players a lot, about the 3-point shooting, but they don't realize how much our coaches encourage us to shoot threes.
That's crazy.
Like every day, like
that's crazy.
We might have a film session strictly on like we need more threes up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having that encouragement from your coach to be aggressive, to shoot and to score.
And I say all that to say, I think teams can do a better job of making more consistent basketball plays. They are making statistical plays right now. And moving forward, I think Zion Williamson can play a really big role in shifting the game a little back to where it was, where we have a more happy medium of 3-point shooting and an interior game. Because Zion didn't take a single 3 that game. Everything was to the rim. Everything was to the basket. You can't stop him. And if you have someone like him be the face of the league, him and Ja, who, to me, they both play basketball the right way. They are both very aggressive players, but they also know how to facilitate. They get to the rim. They do a lot of things in the game that I think is really positive. They play a good brand of basketball to me. And I think they could be really great poster childs for what we want moving forward. And I think also the part in this is I just wish we had more variety in teams. I know I've spoken about the fact that we do have some, but whatever happened to, let's have a more 3-point shooting oriented team, a more finesse kind of team. Let's have a team that all gets downhill. Let's have a team where maybe we play big. We got a team that plays small. Maybe we want to go athletic and everyone can dunk and play defense. I would love to see the NBA get back to these different teams having more of an identity. All right, we're the defensive, young, athletic guys. Maybe we don't shoot the ball super well, but we're all cutting, dunking the ball, getting out on the fast break. We got a team that's maybe a little bit more older. We got the middies. They play, everything is cutting. Everything is moving the ball, da-da-da-da-da. Maybe you get a team that's a bunch of shooters. They got more white guys than anybody. They got a bunch of shooters on their team. It would be cool to see. It would be really cool to see ethical basketball. Hey, listen, man. Zion should be getting more free throws too. And the funny shit is people talk about free throw merchants. Wait till Paolo Banchero becomes a star in this league for real. You guys want to talk about free throw merchants? Woo! They're not ready for Paolo Banchero to take that step because that boy gonna average 35. That boy gonna average a cool 35 on y'all, averaging like 12 free throws a game. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be real scary, and that's what I'm picturing in the future, right? Hopefully Zion gets his shit right. Hopefully he does, because I think moving forward between him, Ja, Paolo Banchero, we can even throw Anthony Edwards out there if he gets his shit right. We get guys that, and I know Paolo Banchero still shoots a bunch of threes himself too sometimes, but we have guys that could really keep the spirit of old basketball alive. You get like the MIDI magician in Paolo Banchero. You get two downhill players that are point guards and a small forward, power forward in Ja and Zion. You get, like almost like a do-it-all with Anthony Edwards, right? It's just so many different styles that hopefully we could see moving forward. That's just what I'm wishing for, man. That's just what I'm wishing for. But the Phoenix Suns are fucking ass, and hopefully Zion keep doing his thing, man, because I remember I said I thought he would have a big year this year. When he's down in weight and when he's healthy, man, he's a serious problem. But they're 14th right now. So obviously the playoffs isn't in the cards this year, but his season can't end. I think is what it is for Zion, right? He needs to close out. If I were him, don't sit me down the rest of the year. If I could play me the rest of the year. And for Zion Williamson, his season cannot end in June. For the next, let's call it 2 years, Zion is basically, in my opinion, he's going to have to keep up this crazy pace of keeping his weight down. In probably 2 to 3 years, his body would have adjusted to it, and he could probably get down to that weight if he does balloon a little faster. But the next 2 years, he can't put the brakes on. He's got to be go, go, go. And so we'll see what happens moving forward with Zion and the New Orleans Pelicans. And quiet as kept too, right? Quiet as kept before I get up out of here. I know they didn't play last night. I think they play later tonight, actually, which is the good shit. Let me see. Do they play tonight? Friday. They do play tonight. Cleveland and Boston play tonight. But remember when I told y'all the Boston Celtics, they were like 10th in defense or something like that, right? They're 5th now. They're 5th. 5th in defensive rating, the Boston Celtics are. And they've been kicking up. Everybody been talking about the face of the league, right? Who is it going to be? If I saw the script properly the other day, Tatum beat Luka last season, right, in the NBA Finals. They did get faded by Detroit. They 100% did. They did. But that don't mean shit still. It happens. But if I saw the script properly the other day, Tatum and the Celtics beat Luka Doncic last year, right? He takes out Giannis in the playoffs this year, another international player. He takes out Jokic in the NBA Finals and finally gets his Finals MVP. I think there is no question about who the face of the NBA is. Because if, my vision is kind of right and maybe it'll change. But if it works out like that, Tatum would have taken out the 3 major international stars that we have in the NBA and would have 2 NBA titles compared to Jokic's 1, Giannis's 1, and obviously Luka's 0. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know if the vision changes. But right now, the way it's playing out, I think that's what's going to happen. I have no faith. I have no faith in the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Denver Nuggets. I'll have to see some more of what I think they'll look like against the Los Angeles Lakers, but against the Denver Nuggets, I think they get fucked up. So we'll see. Bro, they still did it. Still doesn't mean shit. Don't tell Pistons fans that. They think the 05 Pistons. Man, Cade is him. Cade Cunningham is him. But that's the Boston Celtics we talking about. So right now, that's what it's looking like, man. I think they're gonna have Jason Tatum, the American basketball player, take out the three-headed monster, the three-headed international monster of Giannis and Jokic this season, and then flirting with a third one the following year, where the Oklahoma City Thunder finally take that step into championship level, because they'll probably lose in the conference finals against the Denver Nuggets this playoff. So we'll see how it plays out, but that's how I'm picturing things are gonna go. But I don't know shit, so so we'll see what happens. But that's gonna do it for me for now, man. If you like all my shit talk, if you like some of that analysis, please like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. It really helps the channel out. We're trying to take this to the moon, as y'all already know. But again, thank you guys so much always for showing love, for hanging out. Elijah, you're the fucking GOAT. Detroit sucks. The Pistons, not the city. Celtics and Lakers. See, you ain't even got no OKC, UFC. Nah, you ain't got nothing for them. Yeah. You got till Monday, buddy. But y'all have a great weekend. Have fun on y'all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'll see y'all back here on Monday, man. Thank you so much. Y'all could have been anywhere on the internet, but y'all were here with me. And I appreciate y'all for that, man. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace. Elijah, have fun on your date. Have fun. Hey.